Let's keep the dream alive. My name is Dennis Woodruff. They're gonna put me in the movies. They're gonna make me
Hollywood, where dreams are dreamt, where some come true, where fantasy can turn into reality.
It's the beginning of a new and excitingly different story.
Artists, actors, and entertainers flock here in their thousands to walk the Boulevard of Dreams.
Thank you.
Want to be famous? Want to be successful? Boulevard of Dreams lays bare the anguish and ecstasy of the search for stardom. Some have been down the road to fame and fortune, others hover forever at the beginning. But each has a very special story.
It used to be Hollywood, it was nice. But now it's Hollywood.
When you think about Hollywood, you think about Angeline. This is what I've heard. So it's sort of like an institution in your mind.
The Hollywood that the rest of the world perceive has infiltrated all of us to a degree. You know, so their perceptions about the limousines and stars walking down Rodeo Drive and all those things, and that exists.
I learned to put it in the proper perspective, you know, and Hollywood still has a lot to offer, you know.
It's like a fruit salad with all kinds of fruits mixed in. And sometimes it tastes good and sometimes it sucks. Probably some actor who died of an overdose.
This is typical of LA too, helicopters flying around. It's another kind of scary part of it. Not to get off the story, but you know, when you're at night and you're sleeping and all of a sudden there are a SWAT team with dogs in the courtyard of your home, and there's helicopters flying around with spotlights because someone's committed a crime or shot someone within 3 or 4 blocks of your house, and you're told that you're locked in and you can't come out of your home. It's pretty scary.
I live at 2025 North ARGYLE. You'd be surprised. It's not even good enough for a dog to live there.
When I say 2, when I say 3, 2, 3.
A stretch limo hugs Rodeo Drive. It draws an eager crowd, expecting a star to step out from its hallowed interior, blessing their pilgrimage to the epicenter of celluloid. Hollywood, where a gigantic dream factory cranked into life and gave the world a new iris to view images of itself. Hollywood is the film age, hiding its reality behind the illusion.
I see all these people around this fella. I said, who's over there? He said, Muhammad Ali. I said, well, I know a couple of people that know him. I think I'll go over and say hello. And I really wanted to give him a little salute. So I go over, and as I go over, some people started recognizing me right after Midnight Cowboy. So they said, oh, Mr. Voight, Mr. Voight. Then he said, hey, you're somebody. I said, yes, I am. And you know, I was just this kid with scraggly clothes on. And he said, who are you? I said, I'm a movie star. I said to him. I didn't call myself a movie star, but with Muhammad, I thought I better make myself as big as I could. I said, I'm a movie star. He says, which movie star are you? I said, you really wouldn't know who I am, Muhammad. My name is John Voight, and I've just done a movie called The Midnight Cowboy. Midnight Cowboy, he says to me, Midnight Cowboy. I heard of that, Midnight Cowboy. He said, let's go downstairs and show off. Now, people are coming up to him and saying, Muhammad Ali, could you sign this? He's signing, and then somebody walked up and said, I can't believe it. In this airport, here I come right in the middle of New York City, and here I see Muhammad Ali and John Voight together. I can't believe it. And he signed it, and the guy ran off so happy to get the autographs. He said, did you see his face? He couldn't believe it. A Midnight Cowboy and Muhammad Ali in one airport. He was more excited about that than he was of anything else, that actually somebody recognized me. So then he said, if you're a cowboy, let me see you walk like a cowboy. I said, Muhammad, I just walk like anybody else. I said, I did this part in the movie. I said, no, come on, you can walk like a cowboy. I said, it wasn't a real cowboy. I was trying to explain to him. And he said, well, come on, I got to catch this plane. So you come on with me. And here's 150 people just waiting at the gate for Muhammad to go in the gate. So finally I said, all right, John, well, I'll see you now. And so he walks away. And I said, well, goodbye, Muhammad. It's great to see you. And then I turned around to walk away, and I felt uncomfortable because everybody's looking at me now. And now I'm getting all this attention that Muhammad Ali had. And I'm just walking away. Here's Muhammad Ali's friend, John Voight. You know, and I'm walking away, and then I hear from the back, "You walk just like a cowboy." There I am, trying to strut away, and he thinks that's my walk. So he had snuck back to just see what I walked like. So anyway, I told that story to Al Pacino, you know, and we just talked, Al and I were talking, and he said, "You see, John?" I said, "What now?" He said, "That's acting. You're a great actor."
Hi, my name's Sean Patrick Barry, and I'm an actor. I grew up in a town called Walnut Creek, California, a small town, and I came to the big city to pursue my dreams.
Hold it. What's up?
A high-tech bombshell conducts herself as a business, Angeline Incorporated, and she spreads her image on colossal billboards across the skyline. Hollywood has given birth to the dream of a perfect existence. The image you desire is yours to create. It is your birthright. And in Angeline's dream, she is brought to life perfectly.
I would love to play the part of a doll come to life. Just the perfect, beautiful doll with the most perfect manners and the most perfect state of mind, just full of love and beauty and inspiring everybody with absolutely no negativity or negative emotion whatsoever. And I think I know I could do that because I have it within me to do that part. It's already written. She's called Artona, and she's the most glamorous doll in Hollywood. And for a very important reason, she comes to life. She grows from this, 12-inch doll to this, human doll.
She shocks the world and feeds its fascination with larger-than-life projections. Angeline, driven to reinvent herself into an icon of our times, still trusts in the powers of nature to propel her into stardom.
Scott, I know I'm successful. I'm very successful. I found what people say I found my niche. You know what your niche is when you find your niche? It's your thing. I'm just making it a bigger niche. How does it get bigger? In order to explain that, you'd have to explain how does a seed that's planted in the ground grow. It just, I guess the earth, the nourishment, which is the attention from the media, and the water, which is probably the attention from the fans, and the power, which is just the essence of the power that makes it happen. The phenomenon, it's a great phenomenon that happens, and it's happening right now, even as we speak.
For some, the powers of nature provide pink Corvettes, but for others, the strip is not yet sprinkled with stardust. Dennis Woodruff's quest has driven him to search for his dream along an unusual route. Ride boldly, wrote Edgar Allan Poe, down the valley of the shadow, till ye find El Dorado.
Since I was a little boy, about the age of 5, I wanted to be an actor, and I visioned myself getting an Academy Award. And when I was in my backyard with my little bicycle with my name on it, I visualized that someday I would ride myself right into stardom. Why does everybody love me? I don't know. I guess it's just Hollywood. This dream will probably come true in a very natural way. Somebody will discover me similar to this company. They'll see me on TV or in one of my interviews, and they'll call the Screen Actors Guild or one of my agent and get a hold of me and say that they want me to be in some project they're doing. And it'll be a big hit, and then I'll be a big overnight sensation after 12 years. Make my day and call me.
Dennis knows he will reincarnate into a new John Wayne in the next movie of a lifetime, and he's more than ready to graciously accept the fervor of his waiting fans.
I'm a little famous right now, but real big fame, I would handle it in a very casual way and be nice to people and appreciate the fact that I am famous. and handle it in a very diplomatic, gentlemanly way, and be really proud to have all the fans from all over the world that love me, and I love them too. I love
you. Hollywood is really in the eye of the beholder. I mean, right across the street here, we have the Mann's Chinese Theater. We have people from Iowa and Kansas and Georgia and Mississippi and and Japan and Norway, pulling up by the busload to walk along the Hollywood Boulevard of Dreams there, the Walk of Stars, and see the handprints. And to them, I think Hollywood is a myth. It's kind of a mythical, legendary fantasy that they've built up in their minds, the glamour and the glitter.
Only God can make a tree, but the public creates a star. And Hollywood thrives upon the world's fascination with its own creations.
We're here to stargaze.
Of course I took off from work. You think I want to be at a boring job?
Premieres, celebrities. Well, when I take a picture of you and hang it on my wall, they say, who the hell is that?
I guess people want to be around them and see what makes them tick, and
I'm one of them, but I'm very young. I'm 35 years old. Comparing my friends, my colleagues like Arnold and Sly. So I've got a lot to learn, but it feels great. I enjoy every moment. Sometimes I like more privacy for me and my family, but you have to pay a price, and also without those people in South Africa or all over the world, I will be nothing. So it's my duty to almost please them, to be here, to represent what I am.
Sometimes people need a little something that represents God. This idol worship has been from time immemorial. We need something real. They say, well, this is God. Okay. All right, that's it. No, we pray to that, say something real. And they do that to people too, I think. It's a tendency, isn't it?
Because we need our myths. We want our myths. I mean, human history is the history of pursuing our mythologies and our fantasies and our dreams. And it's just that now we're more sophisticated. Hollywood is the ultimate sophisticated factory for manufacturing mythology.
I could be the next Telly Savalas.
Well, I've wanted to be an actress since, a child. I'm planning to become an actress when I grow up. I'm going to be famous.
Hey, come here. This is Mecca.
This is an actress. What are you going to do about it? I can cry.
Mike who? An actor? Everybody's an actor. This is Hollywood.
Just cook a man.
And to this set, new players forever make their pilgrimage to take part in life's never-ending drama on the Boulevard of Dreams, with little but their dreams to guide them to fame and fortune. For many, their arrival is where their journey begins.
I packed my bags and I got here and I thought, well, that's it, I'm going to be a star. I swear this is true. 4 years ago, when I was 19, and I wasn't legal. So for 3 years I've been struggling, waitressing, everything, and not going to school, thinking that I was going to do nothing. And I win my green card in the lottery. And then I get to come to this school. And then I've started to learn about how to do it the real way and the right way, as opposed to having a dream of it. It's now become a need and a dream.
I gave up everything that I had, sold all of my furniture, sold my car, left my family that I had never left before in my entire life, and I moved 3,000 miles away.
I just packed up my stuff, I was in a relationship, I dropped everything and came here for my dream. I knew if I didn't do it now, I would never do it.
If you believe in something, if you want something badly, it can happen. You just have to go for it. I mean, it's like I was pushing. When I came in Los Angeles like 11 years ago, I came with nothing, hoping to be in the business. So for 6 years, I was pushing from Monday to Sunday, every day, until finally a guy gave me a chance.
He said he thinks the traditional way of teaching. There's a dream there, but it's about finding out where you fit in. And once you find out where you fit in, it's then grabbing hold of that, because it's only gonna come around that one time, and if you're not ready for it, it's gonna be gone.
Hi. Tom, this is Arthur Trowbridge.
Pleasure to meet you. Hi.
Arthur Trowbridge has sacrificed his dream to his need for a stable income. As casting director, he has to wait in the wings for that role that will set him firmly on a course to an acting career. Meanwhile, he ceaselessly hones his acting skills. An actor still waiting for his first act.
You know, Shelley, he thinks even Juilliard works against you. He says it turns all actors into bad imitations of John Gielgud. I've been working at this for 18 years. You know, I got sidetracked and I went into production or I went into casting, but I always had that dream of wanting to be the actor. Wherever that was, I always wanted to be an actor. And it's just finding out where I fit, because I'm not leading man as far as the Hollywood system is concerned, and I'm not really character. You know, I'm not the Donald Sutherland and I'm not Tom Cruise. I fall somewhere in between, but so do 250,000 other guys just like me.
For now, Arthur Trowbridge knows there's nothing to separate him from the crowd. What still drives him, however, is his original quest. But he's resigned himself to shaping the future of other actors until his own dream is made real.
He thinks the traditional way of teaching Shakespeare in this country is rotten. And I don't think that I'm going to find where I fit in until I'm a little bit older. And the time limit that I gave myself of 35 years old is quickly upon me. And I realize that that's not realistic, especially in this industry. If you put any kind of constraints on yourself, any kind of limits on yourself, if you turn down or turn away from any experience, you might as well, the dream doesn't exist.
Of course. Always, always. I'm a big dreamer. You know, I dream all the time. I try as much as possible to make my dreams come true. Even if it takes a while, I work on them so that they become a reality.
Former Thai boxing world champion Paulo Tosha knows where he's heading. He's entered a new battleground, redefining himself as a serious performer in the acting arena. Hollywood is now the chosen combat zone, where his mental stamina must match the physical powers he possessed in the martial arts jungle he once dominated.
I just like the reality. I like it up front, in your face, reality. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's real hard and real negative and real depressing at times, and you just go through it all and you just keep going, and one by one, and I know, you know, what I'm up against, and just keep in shape, mentally and physically, keep my craft, you know, just keep working on my craft, keep shooting movie after movie, working on different films with different directors, theater, you know, always ready for the next job.
It's like being in school. I'm learning about it, you know, I'm learning about this whole business, and you can never stop. And once you think you got it down, you know, it's like something else comes along and it just throws you. However, as I said, I work out because in this town as well, one of the things that you want to make sure you have, if you have a look, you know, because there's a lot of people in this town that have looks and are making it, and there's a lot of talent that's out here that's not making it. And so, you know, I work on my body because my body is an instrument, you know. I once heard a friend say, you know, if you spend so much time at the gym, then, you know, we know you're not training hard, studying, you know, your craft. But in my field, you know, you got to do it all.
Just be careful, Holly.
What? The truth? You know, actually, I thought I would have made it much sooner, but I know that that's life. So I know that the tougher it is, the more the challenge and the better the outcome if you hang in there.
You get humbled out of your mind when you come here, and it is not for everybody. So giving up has taken on a totally different connotation for me, because not everybody is cut out for it, and I think part of the success for anyone in your journey is just by being here.
Now it's okay to say that, but white folks can dance too. You can, yeah. I see some of you saying, no we can't, no we can't. But think about it. Let's go back in time. Let's go back. There was Gene Kelly, but it's there. Ginger Rogers.
I remember when I grew up as a teenager, I so badly wanted to be American. But I think, again, because I come from a very close-knit family, I get very homesick. I miss my country. I never anticipated that.
South African TV personality Sue Ann has gambled everything on a career in Hollywood.
There's a movie starting on Friday called Don Juan DeMarco in the Centerfold with Johnny Depp. I had 15 callbacks for that film. And let me tell you, by the time you get to 15, you get to a point where you think, okay, I either have this or I don't. How much more do they need to see? So that's also a struggle, and that's another level, because every time you go back, you raise the stakes, because suddenly you wanted a little more. And after 15 callbacks, I lost the role. Yes, I've got to a point where I've sat down on the floor and cried for 4 days. You know, just haven't been able to move, and just thought, what am I doing here?
The biggest problem in my life was not my life, it was me. And everybody has that. If we can go against ourselves on a good way, it's fantastic. It's all in your mind, I guess.
Do whatever it takes, as long as it's, you know, within something that's right and morally right. Do whatever it takes. Work hard, real hard, come out fighting, come out winning.
And I'm really like opposed to cliches. I have to be unique. It's just a thing with me. I have to have my way. I want it when I want it, and I gotta have it.
It's really about how much are you willing to give up. And I haven't gotten to a point yet where I'm willing to give up everything that I feel is right morally and you know, ethically in this business. I'm just not ready to do that yet. Maybe that time will come. I don't know. I hope not. I hope that the good will prevail, and I will be able to, people will see me as interesting, and will see that who I am is more interesting. At that, I'll become the flavor of the month. That's what I'm hoping.
From schlepping around for a year with nothing, I was fetched by a limousine every morning, which was a huge thrill. And I sort of got in the car and went, wow, a bar, ooh, TV, CNN. And that was amazing. And then you get to the set, and because it's a network show, you get really spoiled, which is a dangerous thing, I think, because now the standard has been set. And really, the moral of the story is I phoned my agent and said, I like this. I don't ever want to be unemployed again. I like this part. I'm doing a job for South African television, so...
Wow!
Yes, so will you talk to us? I heard all about you. So nice to meet you.
What? This is so weird.
I know, isn't it weird? I know, so it's like, well, you know, pays the bills, honey.
Yeah.
Did she give up, or was she smart? Did she maybe not go back to the market where people knew who she was, where she has that taste of fame, where she can work?
Next on the Boulevard, Arthur is joined by his girlfriend Rebecca, an entertainer and singer, along with others.
Baka, let me tell you, the pain's something else.
When I first rolled into town, I didn't know really what to do or what to do to meet people, or, you know, how to network myself. So I got into acting classes up in Hollywood. See?
Think of rap.
He's got a drive and a determination to let people know that that he's Jamie King.
I'm a dreamer. What can I say? The best selling shots you can get are new couples. You know, people who are seen together for the first time. And certainly, I suppose, people who shouldn't be seen together.
Carmen, to be honest, I don't think Carmen even needs to try. Carmen never has tried. She's always she just has it.
I mean, everything in life that I focus on, that I really want, I get. Everything.